During the 2014 World Series of Poker, Daniel Negreanu, the all-time money leader of the game with over $29.6 million in earnings, took to Twitter to share some poker strategy advice. When someone has a record like his and is giving out tips, we recommend listening. The tweet read, "Poker tip. Being adaptive and balancing your play are both important, but in tourney poker, being adaptive trumps balance. Always exploit." Card Player TV caught up with Negreanu on the set of the $1 million buy-in Big One for One Drop, which he placed second in, to learn more about his Twitter tip.
Yeah, well, I think, the tweet essentially said that if you're going to focus on one of two things, both are important. Balancing your play is important, and so is being adaptable. But being adaptable and adaptive is 1,000 times more important than balancing your range in tournament poker. If you're playing cash games against the same people all the time, then balance is super crucial because you have to be balanced long-term. In tournaments, you're never going to face long-term situations enough where balance should trump being adaptive and exploitive. So what you should be doing is looking to exploit what people think of you, and so you don't have to be balanced. So for example, a simple example, if people think when I bet really, really big that I have the nuts, then that would be a good opportunity to bet really, really big when I'm bluffing. Obviously, if I did that in a cash game over a long period of time, people will pick up on that, right? But in a small vacuum of a tournament, you'd have to exploit what people think of you then, in that moment, because it's never balanced. No one thinks, okay, he's bluffing 50% of the time, he has it 50%. No one thinks that way, really. So it's important to exploit what people think of you more than it is to be balanced.
We also asked Negreanu if he could elaborate on what inspired him to share this advice.
I thought of this tweet because I was playing in the Limit Hold'em event, and I see a lot of people make a mistake there where they always re-raise, which is the common theory. If you're going to play Limit Hold'em, you should always 3-bet. And the theory behind that is you balance your range. However, what they're not seeing is that's costing you chips. And in a tournament, you can't afford to be risking so many extra chips. You need to conserve. So say, for example, a hand like 10-Jack suited plays great multi-way. If you're at a loose passive table and a player raises, why would you 3-bet that hand and then isolate the better hand, right? And then play it heads up rather than just call, have 5 people see, a flop. If you hit the flop, great. If not, don't. So the theory behind that is, well, you've narrowed your range down. So what? They don't know exactly what you have. They know that it might be 9-10 suited, Jack-10 suited, King-Queen suited, and all those types of hands, but they don't have you pegged to your exact hand. So it's still more valuable to flatten those spots sometimes rather than 3-bet.
Thanks to Daniel Negreanu for his insight into tournament poker, and thank you for watching this video right here on Card Player TV.